We got the TikTok stream going too. People be showing love on
What
TikTok.
up, y'all? Happy Tuesday. I think. Yeah, Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday. Yeah. Low-key feels like this week has gone by.
I know. I was second guessing.
I haven't said that since I finished college. Now I want to make that very clear. I'm not mad the week is going by slowly too. I'm not mad about that either.
Absolutely. If you guys are watching on the replay, we got the free training going down tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern. Spit a ton of free game there. Some stuff you won't see on YouTube. Help you find a bunch of products, find some replens and some stuff that's going to be great going into Q4. That's kind of the big focus right now is like you have the next month and a half to like really solidly make sure you know what you're doing on Amazon, have stuff prepared, get the list of Christmas items thrown together. And then after that, it's going to be a little bit harder to do it on the fly. Not that it's impossible, obviously, but the next 4 to 6 weeks is very important.
What up? Yeah, tell your girlfriend you won't see her unless she wants to help you fill the FBA orders. What up, guys?
Especially during that couple weeks in December. Wake up, prep the FBM orders, go to bed.
Maybe a restock order here and there, but you might not even have time for that.
What up, Mike? Sean, Candyman, what's up, guys?
Yeah, y'all check out the new Buy Box Bandits episode today too. We just dropped as well with the boy Thomas.
Oh yeah. Let us know what questions you guys got too.
New seller looking to make my first sale, but I'm intimidated with the whole sourcing / ungating process. How do I find a good section to start looking through? I've watched all the vids. Thanks. Okay, so first of all, you have to imagine what your great grandpa that statistically probably fought in some world war would say to you if you said you were intimidated by the process of ungating product. Right? That's step one. But in all seriousness, now, Ryan, definitely come to the free live training tomorrow night as well, 7 p.m. Eastern. And in general, where you want to start out is storefront stocking or retail arbitrage in store or storefront stocking off of products that you can sell immediately that you know other people are making money on, right? So that's going to be in terms of just some brands that are going to unlock automatically for you, 32 Degrees, ColourPop, Athletic Works, Standard Process, just in terms of some stuff, not necessarily saying those are even good. It's just those are ones you are going to be able to sell right away, right? And then you storefront stock off there, and you're going to see when you open up SellerAmp on those storefronts, you're going to see a bunch of examples of brands you don't immediately recognize, right? And then typically when it's a smaller brand, you can go ahead and request approval, and like 50% of the time, you're going to be good to go on that right from the get-go, Ryan. So that's where I would start with, man, is go through. If you just want to kind of prove that we're not lying about this stuff, go try to list a 32 Degrees item, and it's going to let you immediately, and then you can hit the ground running from there.
We both have some recent videos look like Fields of Profit, auto ungating, Flips for Miles, auto ungating. We're sourcing some of the brands that are easier to get. Now, obviously, long term, you don't want to sell, too many of those at all because it's the lowest barrier to entry, right? So right now, you pad the revenue, make some profit, and then down the line, you'll have some stuff that's harder to sell.
Yep. And definitely make sure you tap in with us tomorrow too for the free training as well, guys. It's linked in the bio if you're watching on TikTok, description if you're watching on YouTube. Tons of game, bunch of free stuff we don't share anywhere else. Can I still apply for coaching from outside the US? Yes. If you have a prep center ready to rock and roll. Yes. I'll be there tomorrow. Yes, sir. Ryan, sounds good. Ryan, just in general, you look like an FBM Chad Scaler, so you got to make it proud as well too. Make sure y'all get registered with that. Greetings. What's up, Willie?
Yeah, it's got college, either high school or college graduation photo day vibes.
Okay, yeah, low key could be the senior year pick, or
it could be the senior pick. Yeah.
Could be that.
I think it's a strong candidate.
Yeah, Brian, bro, let us know other questions too as well. Another just kind of huge thing that people run into as a beginner is like you start to come across some good products, but you really struggle to make the numbers work on them. Part of that's just time and sales cycle. It would be unreasonable that everywhere would have a really good sale going on your first week. Right. But a lot of stuff is good with like evergreen coupons, for example. Like I was just doing a coaching call the past hour, and we came across one product that was selling for 10 on the brand website and going for 22 on Amazon, which made it close. But then there was a 20% coupon code that popped up when I pulled up incognito mode or incognito browser, and they had good discounted gift cards. So I dragged it from being like a $10 buy cost to being like a $7.30 buy cost. Which was like the difference between 25% ROI and 70% ROI.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty gangster.
Yeah, it's hard gated for now, C-Long.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. Amazon is asking me for a compliance document on an item with $20 sellers on a branded item. Yeah, let someone else deal with it on the listing. I'm gonna keep it a buck there.
Yeah, I used to submit the documents like yeah, literally nothing has ever happened from not submitting those, Robert. You're good.
It was even crazy how they did it on backpacks too last year, but I don't like low key think they didn't do it this year on backpacks.
Yeah.
Ooh, here we go.
Sourcing for retail arbitrage, do you count taxes for the cost? Yeah, of course. If you're paying local taxes, you gotta include everything. Unless you have a resale permit and whatever store you're doing RA at will accept it, which is honestly a good amount when you're doing RA.
Yep.
They don't tend to like it OA, but they'll usually take it in person.
Yeah, and so the key is on that iChinisan is that we're not accounting for taxes on SellerAmp manually in the numbers because they're already in the back end. So we already have sales tax factored in the settings, man. So that kind of solved that. All right. Very good. Flips. Yes, sir. Yeah, we got Uncle Ben Vader in the cut here too. Very, very good here as well.
Minimum items sent to Amazon to avoid placement fees. That's based on your settings. So change it to optimize Amazon optimized if you don't want to pay placement fees. Although they just added that new fee that basically everyone's going to end up paying them, which it's like another 25 cents or so a unit. So I would just put your stuff on partial and roll from there.
Yes,
that's what you guys are rolling today. Prep center is in Montana. Should you send inventory to a West Coast fulfillment center? You don't get to pick, Candyman. Your prep center, like whenever you create the shipment, it'll tell them where to send it to. From mine in Montana, it tends to go a lot to West Coasts and Midwest FCs.
Guys, can I use a blank PDF statement for the or does it have to be printed out? You can honestly, if you're even thinking about that, you probably just want to do both, honestly, for that, man. Nice and easy. But yeah, Amazon's going to tell you probably the PDF statement's fine. But why not have both ready, man?
Yeah, on the if they ever do calls, having the document to physically hold up is always helpful from what I've heard and stuff. If you got the regate, you should be able to reapply. So yeah. Most people who I've heard of who got regated and reapplied are good again. So you should be fine.
Bro, yo, man, why always those orange glasses? Brother, you got to protect yourself from the toxic blue light, right? You got to protect yourself from that toxic blue light. It looks like I'm on Mars right now, right? Yeah, you got to protect yourself from the toxic blue light. Right there, what's a good amount of money to start with? Yeah, you kind of got to start with what you got, man, right? But realistically, you want to have between 1 and 3K to get started with like online arbitrage. I actually got started with a lot less than that, just selling used books specifically right there. But you got to start with what you got.
Someone's saying storefront stocking the best method for newer sellers to source. Yeah. I would say it just makes the most sense because you get to see like the types of products in each brand. You're learning like within certain categories you want to sell what brands are good. And then be sure you pull up tomorrow night. We'll show you some stuff that we don't put on YouTube. Some higher level sourcing strategies you can try to throw in there.
Yo. Okay. Interesting. Can I get ungated by ordering 10 items by the specific brand? Does that have to be selling on Amazon? Has to be selling on Amazon. Yeah.
Yep. Nike Yellow keeps calling you back. I mean, no reason to it's good to diversify, but there's no reason to leave the thing that's making you money.
Got you. Thoughts on wholesale FBA? Yeah, it totally works, man. That's the key. I mean, all ways of making money online work. It's just whether or not you will put in the work. You know what I mean? Business models don't fail. People do. Succeeding with anything is a ton of hard work, and it's on you to make that happen or, not make it happen.
Yeah. Whatever keeps it fun for you. That's the biggest thing. You make sure it's, it makes you enough money and you can see yourself doing it for a few years. Not going to wake up, damn, I got to sell on Amazon again today. It's probably not going to be something you want to do for a long time.
What is the easiest item to use for grocery ungating? In terms of grocery ungating, you can just use Yogi Tea from Target.
Yeah. Oh, it's a freshman college pick. That makes sense. There you go. Go non-traditional. Yeah.
Cash advances or credit cards? That's interesting. I'm actually not super familiar with cash advances. I probably would not.
That sounds like it accrues interest immediately, right?
Yeah, I'm not. Google's AI is so good. Let's see. What is a cash advance?
Those are payday loans, right? Like, I thought those were synonyms.
Short term.
Anything that accrues interest, you do not want because it's
Cool.
You'd have to have some crazy good products.
Mr. 8 on Lack, feel free to hit me up on socials. We'd love to help you get that fixed. What's up, Amy? Yeah, of course. Yeah, Yogi Tea is good. There's a lot of good auto ungate brands though. Or like grocery, for example, is a category that's not going to be ungated.
Oh, you took Amazon. Yeah, Amazon loans are good. Just as long as like the interest rates are reasonable and you know what you're doing, then yeah, go for it. What does it mean the SellerAmp alerts tab says IP? It means that brand could be an IP complaining brand. Just open up a couple other listings in that brand and see if there are like big steep drop-offs in the seller account where they kick a bunch of people off, or if the same, one or two sellers is on every single listing. Brand name matches the seller name, that kind of stuff is what you want to avoid. Should get an LLC if you're just starting. It doesn't hurt if you have like some personal assets and stuff. Neither of us did. We were both broke college kids though, so it made it a little easier.
I've taken Amazon loans in the past. Yeah, so have I as well. Do we pay tax when we buy gated stuff from Walmart or Target for resale? So Target, you're typically gonna have to pay sales tax. But Walmart, you can use what's called tax exempt to get that done specifically. Right there as well too. Yeah, definitely. If you got a bunch of you guys in here on TikTok, make sure to tap in on the free live training tomorrow night too. We're gonna put you guys on a ton of game, a ton of stuff we don't share anywhere else for free. So definitely make sure you check that out. Do you recommend FBA as well as just FBM? Oh yeah, both of those totally work. As a beginner, you primarily want to do FBM, and then I think it makes a lot of sense to do FBA when you're a little bit more experienced.
Yep. Yeah, and for those of y'all who are doing a bunch of FBM, if you didn't hear already, FBM is live in Boxem. So I know a lot of you guys were asking about that. So you can take care of all your listing in Boxem now. Luke, you said you got a car full of inventory coming back from a run. That's what's up, man. That's what you love to see right there. Do you take time, look through different websites while storefront stock to see what they offer in discount? Yeah, that's the entire game. So yeah, like you use the storefront as inspiration for like what products might be good. Pretty much everything they sell generally would be a good product to sell. It's just, opening up a few websites, checking Capital One shopping for a coupon, checking Cashback Monitor, see if anybody's offering some crazy cash back today, discounted gift cards, all that kind of stuff. That's where most people aren't doing the extra legwork and struggle.
Do we pay taxes when we buy? Oh yeah, gated stuff. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's necessarily ungated though as well. Too. Yeah, dude, if you're commenting about Boxem, I'd love to help you get that fixed. Just shoot me a DM. And commenting it 30 times is not a good is not good there. I was a little hesitant to ask about sales tax. Yeah, exactly, man. Yeah. I was a little hesitant. Yeah, no problem. Just packed up my first FBA order right now. Yes, sir. A little shipment out there. Okay. Very good.
If you buy a product, it's already in a box. You need to put the product in another box. Probably not. The main thing is like if a customer, whatever a customer is going to get, they use sticker. If you're fine with the customer seeing all that, then you're good. So like if it said like Walmart on the outside and you're shipping it through Amazon, like probably not, right? But if it's like the brand or it's blank, there's no pricing on it, then yeah, you're probably fine.
Yeah, and the same goes for for in terms of like buying, like for example, some Walmart boxes say Walmart really clearly, so you don't want to use those for FBMs. But like the ones where it's like on the bottom, you can like cover it with tape and everything. That's not going to be a big problem. How do I account for the price of shipping to make sure I don't lose money with FBM? Yeah, dude. So when you're calculating that, you're going to scroll down on SellerAmp to where it says FBM and FBA calculator, and you're going to toggle over to the FBM one. Then it's going to pop up the FBM cost section, and then you're going to put in the FBM shipping cost correlated to the weight specifically right there, and you're going to get that from specifically from howtofbm.com is a good guide in terms of FBM shipping cost right there. Okay. See, now I'm gonna report back to you on this one specifically, coupon savings here. I'm gonna report back specifically on that one. Not fully sure though.
Yep. Whose name she put employee credit card? Whatever. Doesn't matter. Literally anything.
All right. Warner just popped out a major W idea.
Will the upcoming election affect your buy box share? Thankfully, no. If whatever happens, we will still be selling stuff on Amazon. And life will still be good. How do you apply for Amazon seller with LLC business address? License different. Just use whatever your actual business address is. Because you'll just need you'll need to make sure that address is showing on all your invoices, at least as a billing address. So whatever makes that easy.
Sure. Yeah. AA, if you did it today, you probably got it. But yeah, just AA, just shoot me a text. Yeah. How will Boxem benefit us for Amazon FBA? The cost of shipping one product Well, it's just going to make it listing easier for you, right? So it's not necessarily going to like change the shipping cost specifically. Does Boxum lower shipping costs? No. 2D barcodes for FBA is going to make stuff check in quicker though.
Yeah, so you'll make faster money if you use Boxum. At what price point are you searching to buy products? It doesn't matter. Like, you're buying things for half of what you're going to sell them for generally, unless they're very cheap, and then it's a third of what you're going to sell them for. So like, $15 and below, it's like the rule of thirds. Above that, it's like half. So yeah, whatever you can find there. It doesn't. Price points don't necessarily matter.
Yeah, Landon, man, we've told you several times. I believe you live in one of the Caribbean islands, Landon. Boxum is not going to be helpful for you living in the Caribbean islands, man. Like, we're going to keep telling you that, at least right now. When in regards to creating shipments,
you can get a prep center in the U.S.
Yeah,
it's probably what you want to do anyway.
Yeah, you're gonna. Yeah, Landon, and we also been telling you that for like a month too, man. Yeah, so that's what we would recommend doing.
Yeah, especially if you're on the island. Yeah, you'd have to. What are you going to sell in the island? Yeah, you'd have to sell in the U.S. market.
Yeah. Okay, Shay. Yeah, tap in on the free live training tomorrow, man. We'll put you on heavily. Free shipping, good to offer. Yes, for economy and standard orders, man. Yeah, free shipping's dope. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like buyer psychology. People are way more likely to buy if it says free shipping and you just bake the price in to your it's even though you're charging the same amount, you're going to make the same amount of money.
Here we go. With low starting capital around 2K, what would you recommend our unit prices be on average? Like, I'm guessing we shouldn't buy 10 units of $60 shoes. Yeah, it's going to scale comparative to the cost, right? So if it's a $90 product, you're not going to go buy 10 of them. But if it's a $7 product, you probably should only buy one of them, right? So like, figure out kind of what you want to get out of each item, which as a beginner should probably be like $50 profit or $70 profit, and then kind of reverse engineer based on that. Because very, very few things are going to have like $1 or $2 profit a piece.
Yeah, go hit the local Marshalls, Ross, TJ Maxx, whatever you got. Buy a couple units of some stuff and test from there.
All I'm hearing is this business is too hard. If it was easy, everyone would do it. Ungating is too hard, man. And to be honest, I'm just not hearing any of it. Yeah, bro, every business is very hard. Every business is very hard. That's why most people quit, right? Every business is hard, man, you know? And we want to make that very clear to you. You know what I mean? But the cool thing is business models don't fail. People do, right? And business models don't succeed. People succeed, you know?
Yeah, you can work hard at any business that's going to be difficult, or you can work for a really long time at the 9 to 5 and hopefully you can retire. That's your options, right? Unfortunately, we don't have any easy buttons to hand out.
Yeah. What's the most amount you can start with doing FBA? I assume you mean probably least amount. Somewhere between like 1 to 3K. On Seller Central, USPS always charges for shipping 5 to 6. That's pretty typical. The only time it'll be below that is when it's like a super, super cheap item. So like, super, super light product.
Cool. I think Gianni was just being a little bit based. She wasn't wasn't complaining. Yeah.
I
love to see it
as well. Yeah.
I was surprised. I've seen you in here a couple too many times to be to be doubting things now. Do you think 25K a month is a good time to get a VA? It's maybe a little soon. I hired my first around there though, so you know it can work. Just as long as you know exactly where you're going to have them look, then I'd say it's worthwhile. So you can start exploring some new stuff.
If so, do you have to do that for each product? Do you have to ungate that product before I'm about to sell it? You only have to do each brand once, and especially like Target stuff and Walmart stuff, about half of it is going to let you sell immediately. Or about half the brands. And then right once you find a profit item in a brand that is gated, just buy 10 of it. And then it's going to unlock the entire brand effort after a couple submissions.
Yeah. Not each product. That would be, insane. You got to ungate every ASIN. Let's see about you paying Amazon fees. It's going to be about 25 to 30% of your revenue. So yeah, a good like typical breakdown is 50 to 55% will be your cost of goods sold, 25 to 30 will be your fees, and then anywhere from 10 to 20 will be profit, depending on how much you have outsourced and all that good stuff.
Yep, and it could be less than that too if you're doing retail arbitrage, where the margin is going to be a little bit higher though. Typically, that's a little bit.
That's true. Yeah. You're definitely higher in retail arbitrage, and anything that involves you like driving around and anything that involves you doing work that other people aren't willing to do will raise your margins.
Vision impaired and selling on Amazon. Gotcha. What's the most difficult of FBA selling for new sellers? The first 6 months, and it's convincing yourself that you can do it. That is like a massive battle. Is convincing yourself, because when you're a beginner, you have no reason to trust yourself with business. You have to prove. Like Hormozy said, like you have to outwork yourself. That's a very, very good statement. Especially
since this is probably like the first like side hustle type thing you've started
Yep.
or like legit business you're trying to get going. So yeah, you gotta get over that. Like this is hard and that's okay. I believe that I can, figure it out, that kind of stuff. Like none of us had it figured out for several months.
Yep. For FBA, when testing out a product, what quantity should you shoot for? 10 plus, tripped up on trying to get close. Yeah, dude. I mean, if you're worried about quantities like that, you probably don't have a ton of experience yet, which I believe is the case with you, Ryan, man. Do a lot of FBM. But in general, yeah, getting close to that $50 or 50 pound mark with FBA is going to be optimal in terms of just saving on shipping cost.
Yep. New sellers start RA, ROA, or both. Do RA for like the first week or two, and then try to do both. Like you'll make the person who does only RA for the first month or two makes more money than the OA seller, but after that, it kind of catches up. So it's like quick money versus like more sustainable long term.
Yep. Ooh, Hibbit order cancels are tough, man. So like Hibbit, Chewy, and like Target are like the main order cancel websites. Unfortunately. So yeah, not a ton of good ways to get around it. Try gift cards, try Apple Pay, try Google Pay, see what you can do.
Yeah. Generally just move on to a site that wants your money. It sounds like we're hiding something or lying, but no, you just go to the sites that want your money.
Yeah.
How many hours did you put in before you got efficient at sourcing? I mean, we had a lot less info to go off of too. So it took me several months, which is why we do stuff like the class tomorrow night. So we'll put you on some stuff that took us literally months to learn. People who like, they actually try, they absorb the content for a little bit. It's, not unusual to do, 3 to 5K in your first month.
Yeah. Once I buy the product in order to ship it, where do I find the barcode to print it out? You don't for FBM. For FBA, you just got to go ahead and, print out the F&T labels nice and easy. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, about 10 to 20%, Amaya.
Any tips for video verification call for an inauthentic complaint? Just have a ton of documentation printed out, man. Order confirmation email, picture of the product, the credit card statement, the UPS tracking, the shipping email, the delivery email, just as much purchase documentation as you get together. Just be nice and open, honest with the person, show them exactly what you got, and it'll be fine. That's no problem. It's actually a very good thing Amazon's doing this, because that is going to filter out a lot of fake sellers on the platform. What made you not want to quit in the beginning? A healthy dose of self-loathing and a healthy dose of a why not me attitude, and hating the idea of working a job for 50 years. I can tell you that much. Hating it, absolutely hating it. Think of all the people that have doubted you in your life. How could you let them be right? How could you let them be right?
Yeah, there's that's the that's the motivation for fun. Yeah. The other one is not one to you go be forced to be somewhere 40 hours a week for 40 years
for something that the government prints out whenever they want that they for.
Yeah, not that I know a lot of you guys have 9 to 5s and stuff like that you love. That's just not I don't think either of us were ever going to enjoy life being told to be somewhere for half the day every day.
Do you guys sell Levi by any chance? Apparently Levi sells more than Nike here in the UK. Really?
Interesting.
Really? Dudes ain't playing sports. They're wearing jeans in the UK.
That makes sense.
Storefronts occasionally, I think. I personally never sold it though. Yeah.
Eating subpar food and trying to find any ray of sunshine. Those are the UK pastimes, I think.
Something like that. Yeah.
I'm starting capital like $500 to $1,000 for flipping stuff. Ideally you have like a couple grand to be a lot better. Looked at hundreds of products, every single one. Amazon is hogging the buy box. What do? You're probably not looking at you're probably not storefront stocking, because it's like just go to like a jockey listing, a 32 degrees listing, ColourPop, any of those brands that we're mentioning, and just start looking through the sellers on those listings. You'll see a ton of arbitrage friendly items.
Really appreciate you both sharing info. Hell yeah. You've seen nothing though, unless you've tap in with us for the free live training tomorrow too, where I'll put you guys on a ton of way better info specifically than tonight here as well. Just stuff we don't really share anywhere else. Did you go to college? I did 2.5 years of in-person college and then 2 semesters of online college. And then, yeah, pretty much.
You say it like you were doing time.
Low key. Yeah. Dude, that's how dudes be saying course seller. Like it's a major like swear word. It's very similar.
Listings. Yeah, dang, rewind like 45 seconds. Like anything that we source in the video. And probably left that comment before I was even saying that. You want to start wholesale FBA? Where should you learn? Look up Corey Gannum. Corey makes a lot of good videos.
Yep. Yeah, that and then Buy Box Bennett's podcast too. He actually posted a good new episode today as well. We got 190 episodes. Tomorrow it'll be 190, not 190 once. Is paying for a wholesale account mentorship okay? If the person has what you want and is credible and it sounds like something that's good and they have results, I think it's a great idea. If you're worried about it, I'd say it's probably not the best idea though. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. It's all going to be on what you take action on.
Yeah, just ask anyone who's already taken that mentorship, see if they like it.
Yeah. What up, Thomas? The question is meant in the let's see. Oh yeah, no problem.
No. Just it was jockey 32 degrees, color pop. New Balance probably still good. Like anything like that.
Yeah,
good to reverse source off of.
Nice and easy. Guys, I'm having a lot of returns, so call, how can I avoid that? Buy products that don't have sizing and are just like standalone listings, lack of variation, lack of sizing. That's going to lead to less stuff. And what people know what they're getting, like when someone buys toothpaste, they have way higher certainty that that toothpaste is exactly what they want compared to like an $120 pair of shoes, for example.
Yeah. And just boost your like standards for items that are going to get returns. If you like, probably not doing crazy volume yet, but if you are, like, figure out your average cost of a return and factor that into any like shoe listings you buy. It's going to be like a couple bucks usually.
The printer crew, yes sir, Millie. Yeah, we're very proud of Millie. Millie, great work, man. See you pop up in the roadmap and show us some great results every couple months. To 10, 20K a month in FBA OA, not FBM, how much spend is required and what strategies are key? Yeah, so you're going to get around a 30, 25% ROI at standard criteria. You can go higher if you want. But yeah, so right around 30K of inventory spent to get 10K of profit at standard ROIs there.
Yep. For the class tomorrow, do you get sent a link? Yeah. You'll get a link in your email, and when you signed up, you also saw the link. We'll make sure you see it all though.
Yep. So in terms of profit, why not do drop shipping if you are only getting 10 to 20% profit? Drop shipping on Amazon isn't allowed. On other platforms, it's going to be very similar profit margins, but it's also going to be a lot more complicated because you're going to have to get customers to your websites, right? So it totally works. It totally makes money. It's just going to be a different skill set than selling on Amazon.
Yeah. Basically any retailer is going to be in there, and the biggest retailers are all low single-digit profit. So. You want to hit 10, 20K a month OA, not FBM. I mean, sure, just kind of limiting your opportunities a little bit there. How much spend is required? Every dollar you spend should turn to about $2 in revenue.
Best profit calculator for RA, SellerAmp? Yes, sir. Does Amazon SellerAmp have it? Kinda, but like not really. Yeah, love what you're saying.
Yeah, with the SellerAmp, you'll get today's price and today's sales rank. And you won't know if the price was $20 cheaper for the last 3 years and you buy it and it drops back down tomorrow, you lose a bunch of profit.
Should I go only FBM as a new start? Not necessarily only FBM, but for items you can see other people selling FBM. Yeah. I have 7 ASINs active. I haven't seen any sales in 2 weeks. Is this normal for beginners? Honestly, I would expect a little bit sooner than that, but you got to be getting other new listings live and everything. And it's going to be a case-by-case basis. Like, for example, you might accidentally be priced incorrectly on 3 of those listings, and then 2 other ones might have dropped in price, or maybe they're just dominated by FBA sellers and your FBM, for example. Like there's a lot of reasons that go into that.
Yep. Started with my video on YouTube asking. That's what's up, Millie. Glad you stuck it out. Good to see you on the streams as always. Should you go only FBM as a new seller? It'll help. Some listings won't rotate to FBM sellers though, so you can check like the buy box stats on SellerAmp to know for sure.
Thank you. Of course. Don't you think the people will all learn from you will have the same strategy and they will create a competition between them. The people at your job are competing too, right? Now, we very candidly are here to make money. We sell software and we make a shitload of content to help you do it for free to show you how to use our software, which we feel like if we do a good job, that's how business should be. We provide value. If you want to do what we talk about, we think you'll make money. And then you'll use our software, and that's how we win together, basically. So very selfishly, I want to make it very clear we are here to make money. Conveniently, though, our incentives are aligned, and we put out a ton of good free content, culminating in tomorrow night's free live training to help you guys do just that.
Yep. Yeah, we share a lot more than anyone else can because of that, and that's why people don't like us very much. But want to make sure you guys get rich. Top 3 brands categories for a beginner. Just start diving into storefronts, man. Based on your question earlier, like Go watch Miles and I's most recent videos on sourcing and just do exactly what we do. You're going to find your own like brands and categories that you like a lot.
Yep. Trying to start an FBM business, best way to find proxy sell. Bro, tap in with us on the free live training tomorrow. Yeah, tap in with us on the free live training tomorrow. It's linked in the bio on Twitter, September 18th, tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Right there. There's not currently tips and tea. Top 3 categories for OA: sporting goods, shoes and clothing, and beauty. But everything makes money. Like people crush with video games, people crush with grocery. It's just whatever you'll be able to specifically find there. Yeah.
Yeah, Mac, just check out any of the YouTube videos we have. And then on the class tomorrow, we're diving into some stuff that we don't share on YouTube either. So you want to make sure you're there to soak all that in.
Yep. Yeah, 7 p.m. Eastern. 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night. Yeah. And then we're going to hop off specifically tonight, y'all, as well. Appreciate y'all tuning in with us. Drop link. Yeah, links in the description on that. Yeah, links in the description for the free live training. Make sure y'all get registered for that. See you guys there. Best free content on the internet. Bring your notebooks. Bring your questions. We'll see you guys there. It's going to be popping. Chat's going to be a vibe. And we're going to put you guys on. We'll see y'all tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Great vibes tonight. You'll have a good rest of your night. See you tomorrow.